you doing? This is Black Shy Guy here once again with another new podcast episode. It is Tuesday. Tomorrow is the hump. We're going to be over the week after tomorrow, so I know you guys are excited. I know every time that middle of the week comes, you guys are so, I don't know, man. I don't even know what to call it. You guys are, I'm going to just say much more relaxed for the simple fact that it's Wednesday. And it's downhill from there. Then it's Thursday, Friday, then the weekend, baby. I know. You're like, Shy Guy, some of us work weekends. Yeah, including me sometimes. Remember I stated that I picked up a couple of weekends last time? Yeah, that was me. And I feel you guys. But I'm saying the weekend is still something for us to celebrate because it just states the end of another week of work nonetheless. And we have an interesting topic today to discuss, my shy guys and gals. Man, I am telling you. And listen, you shy gals better chill because this topic is going to call out the ladies and it's going to call out the simps and it's going to call out the robots. You know what I mean? Who are the robots? The robots, man. The one who follow the stars, the one who follow the Hollywood stars and comment on every single post they put. Acting like the stars really give a damn about what they post up. Those are the robots, you know what I mean? And, hey, I call it the way I see it, you know what I mean? But anyway, Draino joins me on this episode because he himself has a lot to say about what's been going on for the simple fact that for some odd reason, you thought I was going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Not until you get your drink. And as always, thank you for sitting at my table. We are discussing the fact that men, for some odd reason, cannot have standards. Yes. For some reason, men are held accountable when they have standards for some reason. Not the ladies. The ladies can have all the standards they want. But God forbid, the men have standards because they're either misogynist, controlling, or insecure. I don't know which one of the three you are, but I know I am none and I have standards. Period is that. So we're going to discuss about standards and two situations that best describes the fact that the world looks down on any man who has standards. Draino, how are you doing? What's going on, my boy?
I'm good, man. Just looking at the nonsense that's appearing right before my eyes whenever a man speaks up for some reason. It's like a cocotazo coming his way for having to say, hey, I don't like that. That's the world we live in. That don't mean it's right.
Absolutely not. It's the world we actually are living in, and I can't describe the nonsense we as men are going through because it is utterly ridiculous. Before I continue the story, I'm going to describe my standards because I have standards. Absolutely. And if my lady has standards for me, then so be it. And if I don't fit those standards, she has all the right to continue on with her life and find someone else. It is what it is. You got to respect someone's standards. Let's not get it twisted. Some standards are utterly ridiculous. You heard me? I mean, hey, I want a 6'5" guy, etc., with $1 million in the bank account. Hey, those type of standards are ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna call it what it is, but nonetheless, it is standard, and should all of it be respected? Hey, some are exceptions that should be thrown out in the trash. You heard me? That's all I'm saying. But why are men? This is the question. Not only for me and Drano to respond to, but for you guys to think about real close. I need to ask you guys right now who are listening to the podcast, because me and Drano is going to wonder too on what you guys are thinking. Why is it illegal? Why is it held to such utter disdain when a man has standards? There are two situations with two people, Jonah Hill and obviously Keke Palmer and her husband. Listen, these are two situations that need to be discussed because they are the perfect example about what we are going to discuss today. We are going to start with the Usher, Kiki Palmer, and her husband situation. What am I
Mm-hmm.
talking about? Listen, this is what I'm talking about right here, okay? Right here. Because if you don't know what I'm talking about is Kiki Palmer went to an Usher concert, correct? She went to an Usher concert, had her fun, Usher serenaded her. But to me, as a man, he held her in a way that if I was her husband, I wouldn't have liked it as well. And not only that, she kind of grinded on him as well. And then she turned around, showed her ass to him. Because what Kiki Palmer had on, it was nothing wrong with it until she turns around. That's when,
Yep.
to
Glad you
me,
said that. I'm glad you said that.
that's when, to me, that outfit was unacceptable. Unacceptable. And any man who accepts that outfit, I don't want to hear that, hey, I accept it because I'm not insecure. No, it's about respect. You don't go out acting like you're single when you have a man at home. And she went out, grinding on Usher, turned around, basically showed Usher his ass, and her man put something online that basically caught wildfire. It caught wildfire. Basically, her man put, you as a mom. Basically, he's not feeling the outfit. So everybody jumped on him. Oh, look at this hater. Oh my God, you could have waited till she got home. That I agree with. He could have waited till she got home. But the fact that she embarrassed him publicly gives him kind of a right to call her out publicly online. Because he's like, you're going to do that publicly? You know, everybody knows that you're married to me, etc. You're going to turn around, show Usher your ass, literally, in plain sight, and then you act like I'm not going to respond. You're damn right I'm going to respond. I'm going to respond with a text message on Twitter. Could he have waited till she got home? Yes. But some men are going to react. Not everybody's going to react the same. So, what I have a problem with is that everybody, and I'm also gonna question the simps that immediately attacked them. The guys who are like, "You go, girl. Oh, he's jealous of you because you pop way harder, etc." You got people. Listen, I'm gonna read some of it. Okay, you got people saying, "Don't let baby daddy dictate what you wear. Put that shit on." What? What? You telling me a man that is married to his woman should allow his woman to go out in any type of clothing she see fit? So basically, they're saying that he was wrong. He should have called her out. He should have kept shut, be a simp, and let her grind her ass on us all she wants. Really? Is that what you simps out there giving her props wanted? Draino, what do you think about this situation?
Okay, I have a few fold answer for this one. One, that man has a man. Since we're talking about the situation like this. Um, One thing I'm going to say is there's a little bit of a reason why people kind of like jumping on him a bit is because he did post a picture in like some kind of like no shirt and some kind of like shorts or something like that, maybe showing like somewhat of his package or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He's done that, and then there was a time where he showed Kiki's cheeks on his
Yes.
own. So for him, I can see a little bit of a reason why guys, and I mean some people, women, mostly women, we know women are doing it, basically
Mm-hmm.
jumping on him saying, "Whoa, whoa, whoa," you know what I'm saying? So that's why I said this is like a twofold thing.
It is.
So
It
it's kind of
is.
like
You're absolutely right.
it's almost like you're contradicting yourself, my guy. Because
Yep.
if you put her cheeks out and her cheeks come out, you kind of open the door. She walked through it.
Yup.
So for him, but we talk about in general. Well, because the topic is in general. In general, when a man has a certain standard, like whoa, 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 I don't want you to do that. Here comes the brigade. Oh no, don't, you're controlling and everything like that. No, I heavily disagree. and going back to now, let's stay on topic. Let's say he opened the door for her cheeks to be thing. Once Usher grabbed on her, it made it kind of worse.
Yeah.
Usher grabbed on her like a certain way, like you said, he's serenading her. You said it best. He's serenading her, and then like you said, her outfit from the front, it's cool, it's cool. But once she turned around, I was like, oh no, no, no. I would have definitely had a mind you, people. I'm gonna say I would have had a discussion with her before she left. Like, baby, I don't think that's really appropriate right there. Please, I would say something.
Mm-hmm.
Now, her decision on still going and still doing it shows what she thinks about me. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say one more thing. Shy Guy. That I'm gonna say the reason why is because let's be honest, Keke Palmer was not that individual way before the baby. Let's be honest. The reason I'm saying is be who you are 100%. Don't change because of this modern age thing.
Yep.
She wasn't Amber Rose showing her ass and all that stuff because if that's who she was from the beginning, it's like, dude, don't say nothing. That's who you was when you met her.
Yep.
The Keke Palmer that we all knew was Aquila and a B, and all those other people, she was fully clothed all the time.
Yep.
So now that you got a body now due to the baby, it's like I can see a man's going, whoa, I know you got a body now. I'm not saying to censor all of it. I mean, if you got clothes that fit and stuff like that, and they show your curves, go ahead. You're fully clothed.
Mm-hmm.
So all I'm saying is for some ladies, it's just the fact of be who you are. If that's who you are when a guy met you, the guy should be like, I got you like this. Don't you know what I'm saying? But as a whole circumference, when a man has a certain standard, like, hey, I would not like you to wear this, we're telling you because we know how other guys think. And also, if those are goodies and that's your curves and you're showing it bare, that should be just for my eyes, not the world. That's my 2 cents on that.
And you made a perfect point in pointing out the double standard that the husband did do. I mean, he did display his wife's ass on the internet, which was utterly ridiculous. Why would you do that? If you have a problem with people looking at her ass, why would you display her ass on the internet saying, hey, look at what my son gave look at what my baby gave his
Mm-hmm.
mom. You know what I mean? Because that's what happened. Like, she was doing a twerk, and he had her ass, um, straight up close up on the camera. So now
Mm-hmm.
that she's out displaying her ass on her own, you're like, whoa, whoa, why are you doing that? Well, what? It's only allowed when you want to show it? No.
Yeah.
If you have a standard, you gotta stick to your standard. You can't be like, oh, I only have a standard when she does it. You know, like
100%.
you can't do that. So I mean, Draino said it perfectly. You opened the door for her, and all she did was walk right through it. You know, that's
Mm-hmm.
all she did. You're the one who started the wildfire. But the
Yeah.
topic at hand is the fact that a man should not be crushed because he has standards. That's the point that we're making. We're not saying that the husband is fully innocent. No, absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Mm-hmm.
created a monster by displaying his own wife's ass. Because I would never show my girl's ass on the internet. Period. You
Mm-hmm.
ain't twerking on
Never.
the internet. Nope. No, you not. I have standards. Number one, you're not twerking on the internet. You're not wearing utterly revealing clothing, especially when you're not walking with me. It's nothing
Mm-hmm.
wrong with a man having standards. Just like a woman doesn't want certain things from her man, the same, a man doesn't want certain things his woman to do. You know, I mean, it's standards. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, when you go for a job, that job has standards. They require you to fit those standards so they can hire you, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So what's wrong
Very,
with
very,
having a
very,
lifetime partner and you having standards? It's
very good.
it's, it's
Very.
nothing wrong with that. It's utterly ridiculous. And the things got worse. Things didn't let up. What happened? The next thing that happened surprised the hell out of me because they actually broke up. And I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's
I heard
factual.
that. I had heard that. And due to this whole incident, I heard that. And I'm like, okay, finish your point.
You know what is weird, Drano? Is that when they broke up, and this is why I find utterly disgusting on the internet, and the idiots, the idiots, when they broke up, immediately Kiki Palmer basically put boss on her title, and she unfollowed her husband on social media. What are you thinking, Kiki Palmer? You thinking you got points now because you unfollowed your baby's father? So now you're basically raising that child on your own, which is not the ideal thing to do in this day and age. The child needs both parents constantly. Now you divided the family, Kiki, and you're calling yourself a boss bitch because you divided the family. Yeah, I'm a boss. I divided my family. You a clown. I'm gonna call her a clown for that. And then the people saying, yeah, do you, girl? Forget him. You guys are applauding a broken home. That's what you guys are doing. You guys are applauding a broken home. Now, that kid doesn't have his father on a consistent basis. He won't. And you guys are applauding that. Instead of you guys applauding, hey, I hope they work it out. I hope they fix this. I hope they figure out what's going on. You guys are applauding the fact that she called herself a boss bitch because she broke up her family. It's utterly ridiculous, and it's so funny how people who are following Kiki Palmer are entertaining her madness. This is what Kiki Palmer stated, right? This is what she stated and why the situation at hand happened. Why she had to basically why she had to display her body the way she displayed her body. She said, and I quote, after having my baby, I've just gotten so much more powerful, she explained. I'm just so strengthened in a crazy way. Really? What, you going biblical? Like, strutting my stuff, enjoying. I'll be honest, I think before I even had the baby, I was really actually quite self-conscious in a way that you would expect, considering the kind of work that I do as a public figure. The excuses that are thrown around for her to act the way she's acting after, yes, like I said, did her husband kind of overreact? In my opinion, he could have waited till she got home, but he reacted. Like I stated, he reacted, and there's nothing wrong with him reacting the way he reacted. But I think he should have waited at home. But I'm not saying what he did was bad, because obviously he has standards. But like Draino stated, he caused it on his own by displaying her ass, and now she thinks she can do whatever she wants. You showed my ass on the internet, so I guess you're okay with people looking at my body.
Right. That's it.
Hey, you caused it on your own. You caused it on your own. And what's happening here now the family is broken. Now the family is broken. And the fact that Kiki Palmer so easily eliminated the father of her baby so easily. What is it? What is it? You ladies don't even want to even try anymore? You guys is like on to the next? And I'm not saying guys don't do the same. But I'm saying the fact that she so easily dismissed him, unfollowed him on social media, and then calling herself a boss for doing all of that. It's almost like you didn't even go to your room and whimper a little, like, damn it, the father of my child. You know, should I fix this? No, you're throwing a parade. You're celebrating. You got a birthday cake out for it. And all these fans celebrating with you, they're clowns. I can't believe we're at a day and age that we're celebrating broken homes. I can't understand it. I will never understand it. I got nothing to say more about this topic. We're going to go on to the next topic, but before we go on, Draino, I know you got some things left to say about this situation, especially the fact that Kiki Palmer ended the relationship, it seemed.
I'm just going to touch on that last part. Everything else you covered perfectly. I'm just going to cover the last part. You said that. I'm going to say this. People want to blame the man for always creating a broken home. He's either cheating, infidelity, abusive, mentally, physically, verbally, and stuff like that. From what we know, this man wasn't physically abusive. from what we know, he wasn't mentally abusive. And for what I'm going to say, for him having a standard, he's not controlling.
Mm-hmm.
And Keke Palmer's the one that ended the relationship. She said, "Oh, because you said da 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 on social media, I'm just well, allegedly. I'm not gonna say that's the full reason, but the fact that it happened as a snowball of this,
Mm-hmm.
what was the reason? What was the reason? Let's be honest. What was the reason? So because of this snowball effect of you getting empowered, and this is why I say females give other females bad advice on certain times.
Mm-hmm.
This is
They
one of
absolutely
them.
do.
This is one of them where you get where women get a big head, their ego. This is the ego. Women getting a big head and stuff like that. Oh yeah, girl, go ahead. And then unfortunately, as you said, the guys egging her on. Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's insecure. No, I disagree with that. The word insecure shouldn't be used here. And she's the one basically, like you said, she ended it. She, oh no, because da 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 da. Without saying damn, let's try to talk it out. Let's try to work it out. Let's try to work it out. No, no, no. We're ending it. God damn, really? Really? The father of your child, he wasn't messing around on you or nothing, but you're like, go be done. All right, Kiki. I hope this doesn't come back to bite you in the ass, which I don't. I hope it doesn't. I'm not praying it on, but if we're looking at reality, it will in some way. For the simple fact, guys are looking at this. Guys are looking at this and like, oh, Kiki, like, look what look, you kind of left him, like. Mind you, we're not talking about the Sims because the Sims have no chance with her. We're talking about the high end earning guys in her orbit. They're looking at
Mm-hmm.
her like this, like, oh, look what you did. I'm just gonna mess around with you. I'm not taking you serious. I'm gonna mess around with you. And where you're gonna end up? Probably alone with with your child, single mother for the rest of your days, thinking that you're happy. Okay, all right, cool. That's my take on it.
Yeah. And what I find ridiculous is guys who support this, the guys on her comments stating, yeah, do you, girl. You guys are idiots.
Mm-hmm.
The men, at least the girls have a reason because girls usually stick together. But
Yeah.
you
Right.
guys, you guys are the biggest simps I have ever seen in my life. The guys in her comments stating, "You go, girl, do you? Yeah, he can't handle going out with a boss chick. You guys are the guys that are in your mom's basement. You guys are the ones that are watching Batman Beyond still on replay. You guys are the guys that basically are collecting Wizard of Oz collectible puzzles. You're like, you guys are clowns, man. How are you guys going to clown another man for having standards? You're a man yourself. You're going to clown another man for having standards on his woman. You know how stupid you look? You know how dumb you look? You're clowning a man for having standards on a woman for the simple fact that he doesn't want his woman exploiting herself on stage or in a concert or in a party, whatever the case may be. He doesn't want his woman totally exposed in a way that disrespects him, disrespects her, disrespects the family. She's against that and you guys are applauding it? It boggles my mind how some of you simps think. You guys are the guys that, you know what? You guys are the guys that watch girls on video, whether it's on TikTok, on Twitch, hoping that you donating to her, that she'll notice you. Those are the guys that are commenting on Keke Palmer's comment. Those are the guys. Those are the guys. I'm telling you, those are the guys. The guys that hang out on, you ever seen those girls on TikTok that they're live wearing a skimpy outfit? These guys knowing that the fact that she's wearing a skimpy outfit and being on live, the only reason she's doing that is for you to chill in her live and her collect donations, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And they chill there. I want to ask, and Dren, I want you to answer this. what does that do for you guys? When you guys go on a girl's live and you just chill there watching her while she's wearing a tight shirt or booty shorts, sitting on the bed on her live saying, "Hi guys, thank you for joining my live," etc., or whatever the case may be. You guys chilling there, and it be like 500, 700, 800 of you guys, right? Because in TikTok, you can't help it. Sometimes it just shows up on your feed, and you're like, why is this on my feed? When you guys are watching it, right? And you guys stay there looking like idiots, simping off a freaking, and a lot of time, an average girl. And you guys donating, saying, "Hey, beautiful, hey, pretty," hoping that she notices your comment because, I don't know, maybe you're the Highlander. Maybe you're the one. Maybe you're the one. Maybe you're Neo coming out of the Matrix. I don't know. You tell me. But you sit there on her live hoping that she notices your tremendous aura. The aura that exuberates powerful personality, stamina, whatever the case may be. You hope that she notices you because the aura that you're putting out reflects as if you ate a senzu bean. I don't know. What does that do for you guys? I mean, are you guys that pitiful?
Desperate, in hopes of being noticed.
It just, and then you guys wonder why you guys get nowhere with ladies, because you guys don't leave anywhere. You guys stick in your house watching ladies on live. But Draino, help me here, please.
I think you kind of said everything. To sit there and agree, to sit there is also, to be perfectly honest, I want to even call the guys out. It's very disingenuous to even agree, because deep down, if you had more this is how you could tell the guys who don't really deal with girls like that or don't have girls in their orbit. Because if you knew, and this is true 100%, this is a fact, guys who have girls in their orbit, they notice certain things, or they'll react a certain way. Like, I'm not agreeing to that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not validation. They give out their valid. I'm not validating that, because that's not true. That's not something I would want. That's not something I would respect.
Mm-hmm.
So all that, go girl, and yeah, I'm just gonna follow. I'm gonna be one of the pack and follow, even though I know deep down it's wrong. Men, and I say that hopefully, I'm not gonna say all men, because as you said, there's some in their mother's basement and stuff like that, and still wondering, like, if I click like, maybe one girl will sleep with me or something or whatever, But there's something deep down in us when, mind you, when you're young, when you're really young, you're like, oh, I'm gonna chase after that girl, blah, blah, blah. But when you finally start getting girls, you're like, that doesn't work. I'm not gonna keep agreeing with you or doing it. That don't work. It doesn't. You're just somebody in the crowd that's feeding her ego. She's not even looking at you.
Exactly.
She's not looking at you. She's not even paying attention to you. She's not even going. And most of all, she more than likely, not 100%, she more than likely won't even respect you, because you're just agreeing to the stuff that even deep down, some of the women know that this is nonsense, but it's still my nonsense, and I'm going to keep it up. And look at them, they just agreeing with me. They know this stuff. Some of them use it to their advantage to get whatever they want out of you. So to answer your question, what did that do for them? It leaves the men who are thirsty, and it just gives them that false hope to themselves, because the woman's not doing it. But I digress.
Listen, I believe that what's going on with men in today's modern age is utterly distasteful, because we have another situation with another celebrity that is going through almost the same situation, because he also has standards. Jonah Hill. If you don't know who Jonah Hill, he was the guy who was in Superbad and movies like that. He was overweight, but now he lost a lot of weight. He looks absolutely amazing. He's known also for that movie he played with Leonardo DiCaprio. I forgot the name of that movie. when Leonardo DiCaprio was a business guy
Oh,
or
Wolf of
whatever.
Wall Street. Was it?
Yeah,
No, no. Is it, no.
yep. He was also known for that because he was absolutely amazing in that movie. So he has standards, and I'm gonna read Jonah Hill's standards. Okay, I'm gonna read Jonah Hill's standards, and I want you guys to understand what I'm about to read right now because it's gonna blow your mind on what I am going to read right now. Because Jonah Hill does have standards, right? Jonah Hill, plain and simple, he states, if you need surfing with men, boundaryless, inappropriate friendships with men, to model, to post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, to post sexual pictures, friendships with women who are unstable in unstable places, and from your wild recent past beyond getting a lunch or coffee or something respectful, I am not the right partner for you. If these things bring you to a place of happiness, I support it, and there will be no hard feelings. These are my boundaries for romantic partnership. My boundaries with you based on the ways these actions have hurt our trust. That is his standards
That's
right there.
perfect. That's perfect.
I
That's
see
damn near perfect.
nothing disrespectful at all about this. At all. And he basically said, these are my standards. You can be on your way. If this is not for you, I understand. Go do you. I'm gonna do me. And that's what he did. He found another woman, even had a child with her. But the fact that he found another woman, had a child with her, this lady became butthurt and released these text messages to the world to see. This is what happens when a man has standards. Because why did she save those text messages? Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why did Sarah Brady save those text messages? And then the simple fact that Jonah Hill did not say anything wrong in this text message. All he did was state his standards. That's all he did. And he even let bygones be bygones by stating, if that's not what you're willing to deal with, then by all means, be on your way and I'll be on my way.
Mm-hmm.
Where in the world does that come off as being controlling, insecure, or disrespectful? Because the fact that you idiots are saying he's insecure, an insecure man is not a man who's willing to walk away.
There you go.
An insecure man is not a man who's willing to walk away from a woman who doesn't fit his standards. An insecure man is a man who's willing to stay despite the standards not being met. That's an insecure man. So you guys got it as backwards, especially, once again, I'm attacking the men who basically attacked Jonah Hill on his on Sarah Brady's tweet stating, oh, he's insecure, you need a real man. You guys are such idiots, man. The way you guys just cockroach around the chicks just to hopefully for her to see, oh my God, you believe in me? I'm going to pick you out of the 1,000 simps that are surrounding my post. You guys are such roaches. Roaches. That's what you guys are. Roaches. That's what you guys are. Seriously. Draino, what do you think about this situation? Another situation that a man stated what he believes his standards should be, but yet he gets roasted by the world.
Okay. I'm gonna say it like this: utterly atrocious. And funny thing is, it's by the men too. This is why I say utterly atrocious. Jonah Hill stated his standards were, from one, obviously dating, and he's seeing the dating world, so he's actually observant. I'll give him props for that. Two, obviously through fair relationships, he's actually progressing and learning, oh, this is where the dating game is going. Let me be ahead of the curve. And now I'm going to set boundaries. Not only boundaries, I'm going to set a standard for myself. And he put it in, like, as you very well put, the most respectful way. And there's reasons why his standards are not only great, but they're healthy. This is what I don't think people are noticing. They're healthy. One, many women these days, and not all, so we're gonna say this, not all, many women like showing their body on Instagram and Facebook. Mind you, showing their body all the time. If you go on vacation and you got a body and you put yourself in a swimsuit and all right, you're on vacation. You have a right.
Mm-hmm.
I won't even you know what I'm saying? You on vacation. But if you in the bathtub, in the sink, on top of the sink, on the toilet, on what are you doing showing all that? You don't need to do all that. That's a bit much. So he's saying if that's what you want to do, for what? What do people do that for? Validation. And who you getting validation from? And women want to front. Oh no, I don't care. Yes, you do care about the guys. Because if a guy, this is where women lie and stuff like that and say, because that's the reason y'all get the BBLs and all that stuff. Because if the only because y'all want to get married and y'all and if you and who likes that stuff? Guys, which is why, as you said before in your other podcast, you blame the men for this. And on this, I'm blaming the men as well. Because women want to get married. That's how I know. If real men really told women, I want women who dress up in a clown suit like Joker, saying "Why so serious?" You know what I mean? Women will go out and do that because they know that'll get them married. So please, let's cut it out.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Mm-hmm.
back to the topic at hand. Jonah Hill saying you want to do all that Instagram and showing all your stuff. I'm not for you. Because you want to know why? That's circling men. That's circling. You're getting an orbit of thirsty men in your inbox. And you know what social media does? Have women thinking, men and women thinking that they have options.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many fish. Now I'm gonna say this as a saying. Social media and Jonah Hill's, and I believe he's ahead of the curve in stating this. I wonder if this is what he's thinking. Social media has many people thinking there's so many fish in the sea, but I assure you, not many of them are worth being caught.
Exactly.
So that's his other thing. His other thing was if you are a lady who has many different friends who are in unstable situations, I think that is so pivotal, and I think that's masterful for him to say that. And I'm gonna tell you why, Black Shot. I'm gonna tell you why. Women who have friends who are in messed up relationships, who are constantly single but messing with different guys, they are a terrible influence on your girl who
Absolutely.
who is with you, dealing with you, because you want to why? You know what they're gonna tell her? Why are you making his breakfast? Why are you doing all that? Oh, you care about him too much. What's that gonna do slowly? Plant seeds in that girl's head.
Mm-hmm.
Not all, not all. I'm gonna say this once again. Not all. But why take the chance of that being your girl? Why? Why do it? So that's why I said what he said about that is masterful. And also, girls who are cheaters and girls who are in a club all the time, what they gonna do? Girl, come on out. It won't matter. It don't matter. Come on out. You know, come on with us. No.
Nope.
Girlfriends who are in committed relationships shouldn't be doing thottish stuff with their single friends. They shouldn't be doing that.
Nope.
Because I'm gonna say this one more time and I'm gonna end this with this. Because girls who are good girls or whoever who hang out with thottish girls who are or girls who do hoish things, you're sometimes you're put in that category yourself. You start to adopt certain situations. You start to adopt certain mannerisms, certain ideals because you're hanging around it a lot. We're humans. We adapt to what we're around. We start to slowly absorb, assimilate what's around us, our environment. It's not 100% absolute certainty, but it's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
So what Jonah Hill is saying is basically, if you're in a committed relationship, have friends with other committed relationship people. Your friends should be you should have healthier friends. If you want to hang around your thoughtless friends, go do that. That means we're not for each other because I don't want a future problem. I think that's masterful to say. People are afraid to say that. I would like your friends to be healthy. Have them be in committed relationships because you want to know why? They're not gonna put you in stupid situations.
And
So go ahead, go ahead.
and
I'm basically done.
real friends should support the relationship you're in, especially if you're happy. And I'm gonna say this about the internet and the fact that Sarah released Jonah Hill's text messages for the world to see, for the simple fact that she see Jonah Hill moved on, had a baby with a different woman, and is living a happy life. The fact that she couldn't move on with her own life and thought the need to release those text messages, was such I don't know, a needed and drastic move by her, let me say.
The need for attention. She
The
needed to
fact that
validate
she
the fact that
needed
he
to
moved
do
on.
that and to state that he emotionally abused her by having standards, right?
Mm.
So, Sarah, let me ask you this. You were with a man that had standards. You were with a man that had standards. He didn't want his lady exploited in ways that were unfit for the relationship. You were in a nice, committed relationship, a prosperous relationship, because obviously Jonah Hill is living life. He's wealthy. He's a top earner. He's a 1% man. But what stopped you from enjoying that life with him? The need for validation.
Mm-hmm.
The need for validation is such a drug to these ladies and to some men. The need for validation, it emboldens them to make stupid decisions. The fact that you chose the life of trap pics on the internet over a life with a 1% man. And we're talking about a 1% man because that's what Jonah Hill is. Especially now, he even looks way better than before because he lost weight. He looks good. So now you lost that 1% man. You think you're gonna do better than Jonah Hill in the near future? Absolutely not. What man are you gonna find that's Jonah Hill level? Who's willing to keep you as a wife? Let me state. Because there are men that are willing to have sex with you. Absolutely. That's what ladies don't understand. They're like, I can't get any man. No, you can get any man to sleep with you, but do they want to keep you? That's the question.
Yeah. I also want to add, real quick, sorry to interrupt. One thing I want to add is, what man you going to get that's going to trust you? Because you released Jonah Hill's text message. He's not going to trust you.
Oh, man, that is so good. Yup.
So that means he really not going to keep you. Because now he's gonna be like, oh, look what you did. If put like this is what I say women don't understand, and guys should really pay attention to this. If she did it to him, she can do it to you.
Absolutely.
No matter how much she say, I like you. Yeah, the fact that you brought that side out of you means that it can come out again. I just have to make sure try to not do it, but I know you're capable of something. One person who's capable of murder means that they're capable of killing again. Yes, they could be, I'll never do it again, but the fact that you did it means, and I'm talking about voluntary. And I mean, I'm talking about murdering someone who didn't deserve it. You're able to do that. You're able to carry out that action. You can do it again. So, and I say this with women: if they're able to do it to one person, you could be next. So please don't think you're obsolete.
And that's what I find very odd as well. That guys think. Guys, I'm speaking to the men here. I'm speaking not to the men, not the simps and the basement dwellers. I'm not speaking to you guys. Forget you guys. I'm talking to the men, the solid men out there. And even the men who are struggling a bit with life and finding a relationship because it seems like it's getting more and more difficult for a man to find a decent relationship. Listen, don't ever think that you're the one. Don't ever think that it can't happen to you. Do not release your trust so easy. Give it time. Let it flourish. Let it develop. And then slowly but surely start releasing your trust. Start trusting in her. Start believing the fact that she's actually there for you and not what you can equip with her with and not what you can provide her with, but the fact that she's actually there for you. You guys got to stop these simp actions, these simp. No, when you find a woman that actually wants to be with you, that actually wants to have a relationship with you, because remember, there's one statement I hold real true. Someone who wants to spend time with you is going to make time for you.
Mm-hmm.
There's no such thing as I don't have time, oh, I'm too busy, etc. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. Don't ever believe there's not that much time in a day.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever believe that. Because I guarantee you, if it was someone they didn't want to lose, they'll give them that time.
Mm-hmm.
So don't ever believe, oh, I don't have time, etc. That's bullshit. Because I bet in one of those time slots, she wasn't absolutely doing anything. She probably was just on her phone. She probably was just surfing the internet. She probably was just
Mm-hmm.
putting up another trap pic or whatever the case may be. So the fact that she's able to do that, she had time. You guys gotta focus on the ladies that will respect your standards, that will meet your requirements, and that will not make you second behind the validation of the internet. Because once you become second behind that validation, it's not worth even continuing. I think Draino would agree to that. I mean,
Yeah, pretty much. Very
the
much.
validation, it's a powerful tool. It's a powerful opponent. It's hard to defeat that. It's hard to defeat that validation. I mean,
But I think there needs to be a realization though within it. Let's be honest now. Since we always talk honesty here.
mm-hmm.
Everyone in the world likes validation.
Absolutely, Drano. Yup, absolutely.
Now, like all good things, too much of it is always a bad thing because
Mm-hmm.
it feeds you a certain way that's not good for your mind or your body. I'm gonna say that again. Validation is not good. Too much validation does not feed your mind and body well. What I mean by your mind is kind of obvious. Now you got an inflated sense of your value based on your ego of other people giving you stuff. So you know what you do? I would say this, and I do say this. Your core values actually take a dive because you want the validation, and you'll do and be a certain way in order to feel entitled because you're getting that much validation. So your mind is now messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Your body, when I say body, is more like, I guess, more your spirit and how you are and how you act. Because now I would dare say, this is why I say this goes, I'm not gonna say only towards women, this is towards men too, where you'll treat people a certain way now. You'll treat people a certain way, and you'll feel like you're above certain things. When in actuality, that's right up your alley.
Mm-hmm.
So in an overall sense of validation, giving you is like giving you the Triforce for some reason. Now, too much validation, you feel you're omnipotent. You feel like you're part of a certain class of people that, oh, I'm too good for that. No, you're not actually.
And,
Like, yeah.
and I believe validation, like you said, I do believe everybody does enjoy a bit of validation. There's nothing wrong with it. But I do believe there's something wrong with it when you're so desperate for validation from people who don't even matter.
Right.
Why are
That's
you
true.
so desperate for validation from strangers? Isn't the validation of your wife or your girlfriend or whatever, whoever is with you, more important?
It should be.
That's
That's
why,
not, but that's also not being pushed. That's not being pushed.
like, I don't get it. The fact that, let's say for a woman, because I don't want to drag this podcast on, I'm going to just state this really quick. A woman who wants to post thirst traps on the internet, isn't it better to pose that same thirst trap post that you posted on the internet to your husband walking through the door into the bedroom, seeing you in that position, waiting for you to give him some?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that a better validation for him to see you like that and for him to get immediately excited and want to rip want to rip the clothes off of you? Isn't that a better validation, knowing that your husband is extremely attracted to you? Isn't that a better validation than having hundreds of trolls of basement dwellers giving you comments, and some comments that are utterly disrespectful?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you want that over the validation of your partner? It just boggles my mind. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is, I guess. I mean, I guess
I
I'm the
guess.
only one that sees this. I mean, am I?
No, you're one of the few. You're one of the few. You're one of the few. It's just validation. As you said, I like the word you use. Emboldens people into believing that than what they truly are because of the outside. It feeds your ego. That's what it does. Is feeds the ego into a point where, to me, and you know what I say this to me, if your ego gets fed too much by people you don't know, that means I don't think you're strong will on the inside, because you should know that these people really don't, they don't know you to really care about you like that.
They don't. They don't.
That's just my take. That's just my take on it. Like, if I'm talking about if it feeds you too much, I'm talking about like, oh, you do something great and people rock with you, that's good. That's different. But if you're talking about people just giving you validation out of nowhere and stuff like that for no reason, and then you letting that drive you to think you're better, it's like that can leave you tomorrow. Then where are you?
Absolutely, exactly.
But,
But that's our take on the whole situation. That's our take on standards. I believe guys are allowed to have standards. I think it's what separates us from the simps and the basement dwellers, because the fact that we do have standards, if you don't meet those standards, we are willing to walk away. It is what it is. And I hope you guys stand by that, and I hope the ladies that also have standards live by their standards as well. Just don't let it be utterly ridiculous. This is Black Shy Guy. This was Draino, and as always, I thank you for sitting at my table. I'm out of here. Peace.
Arch criminal who must be put away. Another innocent victim of suicidal maniac.